Audio on demand from Vision Christian Media.
Exploring faith and the future. Neil Johnson and Bible teacher Dr. Kameel Majdali.
It's been a fascinating journey as we've been able to talk about so many different dimensions of what it is to understand the culture war, to understand the different sides of the culture war, like the progressive side or the conservative side, and to talk about different elements of that. Kameel, today let's talk about how each side might interpret texts. When I say texts, we're talking about things like sacred writings, like our Bible, or things like history, or things like constitutions. How do each side look at those documents?
All right. Well, it's good that we focus on the culture war because it's raging round about us. Ignorance is our worst enemy. Knowing what is going on is an asset. And if you're a person of faith, knowing what is going on means that God is going to help you navigate through these murky waters. In short, left-leaning progressives, sometimes called liberals, are open to what is called deconstruction of the text, finding the hidden meaning of the text or the deeper meaning, or basically refashioning the text to help accomplish their agenda. So this is how they do it. And remember, this is not just some obscure, isolated scholarly endeavor. It actually translates into public policy and how we run our society. On the other hand, conservatives tend to take a high view of text, whether it be constitutions or the Bible. What is written and clearly written should be taken at face value, and it needs to be honored and ratified and enacted accordingly.
Kameel, as Christian believers, we tend to have more of a defined way of how we might look at a text because we're looking at our sacred scriptures. When it comes to the way we look at things like constitutions, clearly they're not revealed by God, not some specially inspired document, but the way that they are protected and interpreted certainly is an important thing that we tend to understand more carefully as Christians.
That's a good point, Neil. Unlike sacred scripture, which abides forever and is divinely inspired, constitutions are the product of human reason and discussion and compromise. Of course, in a democratic, proven constitution, there is a mechanism for what we call amendments. And the amendment process involves large consultation in the community and then bringing it to a vote, be it through the parliament, through the population, or both. Now, this is a pretty sound way of doing it because at least it makes provision for change, but it doesn't do so in a radical revolutionary way. It does it in a democratic, consultative way, which of course is win-win. Australia has had its constitution amended on several occasions, but it's pretty rare. Most amendments don't make it because the Constitution, apparently people take it very seriously and they don't want it to be messed around with. So yes, we do have that mechanism and it's something we should be proud of.
And is it something, Kameel, that as Christians we take seriously because we have an appreciation that there is propaganda that's used from one side of the culture war or the other that is trying to change our minds about what is true and what is right?
Well, it's a good thing we have constitutions, especially ones that have given us stable government and domestic scene. And we should be very slow to change anything unless we're shown that change is necessary and that the steps to change are logical and right and healthy. Anything too radical could totally upset the apple cart.
Faith and the Future with Neil Johnson and Dr. Kameel Majdali from Teach All Nations. Find articles, videos and podcasts from Dr. Kameel, plus today's and other episodes of Faith and the Future in the Vision app or at vision.org.au.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.